Hello everyone, this is Raptor coming back at you yet again. After making 6 videos on just constantly getting angry and bitching at the game, I've decided for the sake of my sanity to change the difficulty to scout mode because I felt like getting stuck on these missions and boss fights for so long just halted any progress I was making in the game. So I honestly don't feel like having to slow down everything just because I was having trouble getting through these mission and boss fights. So yes, I made the decision to downgrade down to scout mode, and all that pretty much required me to do was start over the chapter. So I didn't have to start over at the beginning of the game, but I just had to restart the chapter, which had me go back out to the city area before I went into the Proud Star. So I took the opportunity to re-explore the city, and I found out, I'm pretty sure some of you guys were screaming at me, that those vertical vents that allowed me to do the high jumps, I actually could use those to get to the higher highways kind of areas. So I was able to get those floating shield chest things that I wasn't able to reach before. So I got all of those, and then I had to redo all the satellite shooting things to get all of those chests. I think I pretty much found all the chests that are available. I got to explore a bit more, and then I had to fight all the enemies again. And I noticed something very peculiar replaying that area of the game on scout mode. The amount of enemies kind of looked the same, which wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting maybe they lessen the amount of enemies that I had to fight. So the only reason for there to be the same amount of enemies between scout mode and warrior mode means that they had to have adjusted something in the NPCs. And I've noticed that when I was fighting them, I was doing a decent amount of damage in comparison to the level of the weapons that I had, because when I was upgrading my weapons and using them on enemies in warrior mode, it didn't seem like it made that much of a difference in terms of the amount of damage I was dealing. So I feel like they probably, in warrior mode, they gave the enemies more HP, and then I feel like they nerfed my damage on top of that, which is kind of overkill, because if you're already giving the enemy more HP, then why do you need to nerf my damage on top of that? That doesn't make any sense. Usually when a game increases the difficulty level, they either make they would make the enemies faster, more HP, and they buff the enemies, but they keep your stats about the same. So for them to buff the enemies but also downgrade my stats is that's a bit strange. That's not usually how difficulty works in other games. It's you either get nerfed or the enemies get buffed. It's not both, because again, that's overkill, and that kind of explains the kind of experience I've been having in this game. Yep, so I replayed the area. I had to fight through Shrapnel again, which I noticed they misspelled his name. They made it Scrapnel, so I don't know if that was an accident or they intentionally renamed the character Scrapnel, but that one Insecticon, his original name was Shrapnel with an H, not with a K. And then I changed Wheeljack's weapons around, so he's got missiles and a sniper rifle, because I noticed when I was trying to use my missiles on some of those treasure satellite things, the missile launcher didn't really work very well for them, so I had him equipped with a sniper rifle instead. Yeah, so far the only fight I've been able to enjoy in either scout mode or warrior mode has been Soundwave. He's the only fight that feels fair to me in the way his attack patterns work. So yeah, I don't know. This game is weird. Oh, and also I noticed that the enemies in scout mode, they gave you so much items. It felt like I was at a Mexican birthday party. It was each enemy I killed was popping like piñatas. I was getting healing items, I was getting energy items, I was getting credits, just all over the place. So yeah, that was also another shock to me. So it's not only did you nerf my stats, but you also nerfed the amount of items I was getting. And I was I could have totally used those items for the fights in warrior mode, and it wouldn't really give me that much of an advantage. So I don't understand why they nerfed the drop rate for those items in warrior mode. It's come on, you've already nerfed my stats. Why do you have to give me less items on top of that? That's just... It feels like they're severely trying to handicap me for no reason. Oh boy. So is this bombshell? Looks like bombshell. Alright, so this fight should go a little or a lot easier given the drastic gap in difficulty between Scout and Warrior. Oh jeez. Oh. Come on now. Yeah. Like, I thought switching to Scout mode would make the game a little bit easier, but now it's like how in Warrior mode, it feels like I'm hitting my head against the wall, and then when I switch to Scout mode, it feels like I'm hitting my head against a pillow. Like, the drastic change in difficulty is that significant. It's like, I want the difficulty of Warrior, but given how they programmed it, it doesn't feel satisfying to get through the fights. It just feels like I feel relieved. I don't feel satisfied. The fights themselves are so frustrating that I can't find myself enjoying them outside of the Soundwave fight. And then I switched to Scout mode, and it's like the difficulty it tanks so bad, and I still can't find any satisfaction in killing the enemies. So it's like, I can't win with this game. It's like, it's either too bullshit, or it's too easy, like a baby easy. Oh. What is that stuff? I don't remember Bombshell having that ability. That seems new. Because Bombshell's ability in the cartoon, like, he can control the other Insecticons, which I guess is not the case in this story. So these icky things are like explosive now, whereas before it was just like hindering. Oh my gosh, these freaking doors. Yeah, like the amount of damage they're dealing me now, it's like it went from being like huge chunks to now like being millimeters. It's like, come on, can I get a difficulty in between Scout and Warrior? Because Warrior is like totally bullshit because they're just like attacking you with all these different attacks at the same time, and then you have like Scout mode where it's like they treat you like a little baby. It's like I want something in between. Is that so hard? Oh boy.
Identify. Cybertronian Wheeljack. Darkness comes for us all. Your time may be short, but your legacy will endure. That which you have made will, in time, save planets.
My time may be short. Good thing I don't believe in hocus pocus prophecies. Please don't be true. Please don't be true. Please don't be true.
Okay, Teletran, that's a little weird. Maybe the next time I teleport to the Ark, I should see what's in the item shop, because I haven't really looked at it. Just been trying to collect stuff, get through the game with my insanity intact. Oh! Oh, of course. Oh, there goes my HP. Aw, that one was... Why was that one so freaking far? Okay, we're... Oh my gosh, what... Oh my gosh, seriously? Jeez, just when I thought the game was gonna get a little bit easier for me, it starts pulling another piece of BS. This camera isn't helping. Ah! What? Well, guess I'm gonna die here. Oh my gosh. How far back do I have to go now? Oh my gosh, seriously? Why didn't I land on there? What is even the point of all this platforming? I thought it's supposed to be a combo heavy game, not a platformer. Oh, come on. Jeez. Okay. Oh my gosh. Can I get a freaking aerial bot instead here? This is like stupid. Jeez. Can't imagine going through this as Optimus. It's like ridiculous. I guess I'm stuck here. It's like this game doesn't want me to progress at all. Like, what is the point of this section? Jeez, can I get a save point? That was stupid.
Guys, we might have a problem. With the unpredictability of plasma energy, there's a chance that if we blow it up, it'll take half of Earth with it.
Wow.
Define chance.
My figure's unprecise, but at current calculations, roughly 92.787% chance it will detonate.
Yeah, the odds are totally in our favor there.
Bottom line, use extreme caution around the plasma core.
And how has this thing not blown up the Earth by now? Alright, let me go synthesize some stuff and BRB. Okay, I've upgraded everyone's weapons and stuff, so let's check out this store, see what they've got. Okay. 60,000? I only have like 100... I only have 160,000 credits accumulated so far. I mean, I spent some of it on like upgrading weapons, but I still haven't broken a 200k yet. Alright, let's see what we have on items. Okay, there's like a limited stock of items? Or is it just saying sold out because I'm only allowed to hold a certain amount, which is kind of lame. So again, it's basically encouraging me to not use my items if it's gonna be that limited. Yeah, the auto repair kit, I don't know if I should bother buying that if I'm just... I mean, I'm on scout mode now, so I shouldn't be getting killed that easily. But again, it's like, they should give me an option to use it or not, or because I don't want to use it on the small missions, and then when I need it for like the boss fights, it's like I don't have it available anymore. Alright, let's see. Combo. So the game does have a parry, but they put a friggin' paywall on it, 20,000 credits. So if I'm fighting an enemy, you're expecting me to just dodge the whole time? That's the only defensive maneuver I have, is just try to dodge, and hopefully the button will work for you to dodge. I can't even parry. Like, this is such a bare basic function of a combo-based game, where like, it's part of like the basic toolset that you need to just get through the game. Why is this being locked behind a paywall? That's so dumb. Yeah, like, shouldn't these be moves that I earn throughout the game? Why do I have to buy it with credits? I don't understand this. This doesn't make any sense. Are the moves like... Nope, they're all the same for each character. So, it's not like the characters have like a special set of moves for like each character. It's just, that's the same combo sets that you have for each character. So there's no block, there's a parry, but you have to buy the parry. It's not just friggin' built in as your basic set of skills. And then a counter attack, like that's another essential move for a combo based game, and they put it behind a paywall. I was like, why do you have to even buy moves? Usually in other games you like level up and then you learn the new move as you go, as like a way to progress through the game. Here it's like, you want this move? Here, pay the credits that you've taken so long to earn up and like buy it. That is so friggin' dumb. Like even Squaresoft didn't pull that BS with Kingdom Hearts. I mean, Kingdom Hearts was their first action game and they knew to give players the ability to block, parry, and dodge. And here I just have dodge and I have to buy parry and I don't even have a blocking ability. I mean, Wheeljack has like a shield ability, but again, what use is that when I only last for like 5 seconds? Alright. Let's see what this fight is. Probably Kickback. Yep, looks like Kickback. No, he talks.
You're mine.
Really? He has a half-time? Oh.
Reinforcements! I'll take them down too.
Oh. Why does it feel like Wheeljack's gotten slower? Maybe I should have switched to Sideswipe for this. Oh, come on. Dude, I am on scout mode and it's... like, fortunately they're not doing as much damage to me, but still. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me go back to my... Yeah, thanks for the energy, Energon, but I kinda need a healing one at this point. Oh. Wait, did I beat the other guys already? Really? I already beat the other two? Didn't feel like I beat the other two.
And see if I can't dislodge it.
Admittedly, you've gotten further than I expected out of one. But no matter. The Insecticons will feast
Oh boy.
on your electrons.
Putting out serious power.
Oh, please, do give up.
It's working. I'm almost through the shielding.
That was a mission?
This plasma
That was a pretty lame mission.
property. I will not let you put one rusty finger on it, Optimus.
The ship is powered down for now. But if we allow Megatron to retrieve the plasma core before we find it, our victory here will not matter. We must move quickly.
That's kind of ironic. Usually it's Optimus getting something out of Megatron's possession. Look how short that was. 12 missions. Yeah, I don't... The fact that the first chapter took me 4 videos to get through... I don't know. I don't feel satisfied by anything in this game. Oh, I can finally play the Grimlock now. Alright, let's see what you got.
Fight it till it works.
Wow, it took all day to get through that?
What's the plan, Optimus?
For the time being, the cyberforming has slowed. But Megatron will undoubtedly go after the plasma core to start it again.
And it sprung a leak before it ejected. Even if Megatron never gets it, we still have to shut it down.
We should scan for Deceptor creep activity. That plasma core eject button wasn't targeted. Megatron's gonna need someone to go pick it up.
Split up and find a Decepticon.
Okay, so he's like a better version of Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. So that's good. Oh wow. They pretty much copied his transformation from like, I mean the animation. Yeah. Well, I mean, Fall of Cybertron was based on the original G1 Transformers, like the original cartoon, so it makes sense that they would have... They would probably made like a better version of those aspects. Wait, so how would Grimlock like break those shield chest things? Oh, yeah. It'd be great if I didn't have stuff in the way. Wow, Grimlock, you managed to accomplish something that Wheeljack couldn't do. Can I go back into the Proud Star? No? Okay. Alright, so I got that chest. Hopefully it gave me something good. And Grimlock's not too bad with a gun. And for reference, no, he was not this good in the cartoon. Actually, I don't ever seen him use a gun. He was usually like, he's the brawler type, so he's usually just like smashing things to pieces. I'll just keep him with the blaster. The launcher needs a bit of angling. Nope. Let me just walk through this. Oh, what? Alright, where you at, Kremzeek? Get over here. Oh my gosh, get over here. Dude, there we go. Jeez, hello, gremlin. Okay, so he has a headbutt ability. I still can't manually boost him. Oh my gosh, dodging is more annoying with Grimlock. Oh my gosh, would you... I'm trying to get this thing. How am I supposed to hit it when you've got like... Oh my gosh. This game is gonna be the end of me. Why are the Seekers just randomly shooting? Oh, that was a spy op? I thought that was just an enemy. Okay, so that wasn't a mission? Again, this game just flabbergasts me. It's like, sometimes there's like enemy spawn-ins, and then sometimes it's just missions.
Thundercracker, you dumb and weak. me crush you.
Why is Thundercracker flying so weird? Oh my gosh, why is he having such a hard time running into those? Alright, Thundercracker, you hold on. I need to get some stuff over here. Okay, so I have to re-explore the city even though I already kinda did? Okay, why is Thundercracker following me? I don't know why the music is still playing when I'm like this far away from him. Oh, I made a whole circle. So I guess I'll go fight against Thundercracker even though he's not really attacking me. Man, Grimlock can jump pretty high for a chunky dino. Wait, so was Thundercracker trying to follow me and he was just stuck? Oh my gosh, why is the auto targeting not? Oh, now the gun decides it wants to target the mine. Oh my god, I hate the shooting mechanics in here. Again, why is Thundercracker... He's like flying so weird. Alright, where is he now? I'm so confused. Is this whole city like the mission now? This game feels like a mess. Dude, where is he? Yeah, I'm confused too, Grimlock. What the heck's going on? Am I supposed to follow Thundercracker? Is that what's going on here? Okay, okay, why would he attack me and then just like fly off? Unless that's all part of the plan. Luring me into a trap or something. I think I'm gonna switch out his launcher, because that took forever.
Today is a good day to join our cause, Thundercracker.
That's a little too optimistic, Optimus.
Tampering with plasma energy? That's madness.
Wow, that took like no convincing at all. No wonder they call you Thundercracker.
Very funny,
Oh,
dipsqueak.
Bumblebee.
No one should have that thing. You want to get it, that's fine. So long as you promise to get rid of it.
I think we can handle that.
It's on the island. Megatron sent Blitzwing after it. You're closer, so you might be able to beat him there.
Well, you're
know the
so
island.
helpful,
Only way onto
Thundercracker.
it is across Liberty Bridge.
Sounds like fun.
Wow, Bumblebee, you sure know your way around the city. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Oh, jeez. Okay, maybe playing Grimlock wasn't such a good idea. Oh my gosh, camera! I know Grimlock's chunky, but you don't have to emphasize it. Finally. I hate that I have to go through these rings to like boost up. You know what? I could just have Grimlock sit on you. Or not, I guess Grimlock can't do that slam thing on other enemies. Oh, come on. The wind isn't that strong. Good grief. Oh yeah, there was that T over here, wasn't there? Yeah, I figured out how to get onto these highways, but for some reason the T disappeared. So I'm like, I'm confused because I don't remember getting it. I mean, you saw in a previous video I tried to jump up on it and I couldn't reach it. So yeah, I'm fairly certain it was around here. Yeah, and controlling Grimlock here is as bad as trying to control him and follow Cybertron. Oh! Well, managed to hit it. Yeah, how am I supposed to curve like that? That is a little ridiculous. I don't know, is it worth it to break it all? Because I don't think I'm getting that many credits from it. Yes, please let me enter the Ark, because I think I've had my fill of Grimlock. Yes, I know he can be selected as a playable character. That's why I picked him.
Megatron.
What are we waiting?
All right.
I think I'm gonna go back to Sideswipe. Let me go synthesize some stuff. Okay, back to using Sideswipe again. Wheeljack was just so slow. Oh. Who are you? Not familiar with this Viacon. Alright. Let's see how you do in scout mode. Oh, come on. Alright, that fight didn't seem so bad. Can't imagine how retarded it would have been in warrior mode. No, energy pack. Why is it so hard to break these breakables? Yeah, these are pretty durable cars if I can like lift them and throw them. Alright, missing anything? Is there any? Oh. Is that a Decepticon flag? Alright, how am I on collectibles now? Ah, jeez, I missed 2 Kremzeeks? Where were they? Okay, so the first number means the chapter, because I'm on chapter 3, I think? Yeah, I'm on chapter 3 because I finished chapter 2. Okay, so the 2 missing Kremzeeks in chapter 1, or were they chapter 2? Because chapter 2 didn't really have much to explore. It's really hard to explore these things. Oh yeah, I was gonna move to the info. Okay, so Ferrotaxis. Yeah, now there's no voice playback. It's like, sometimes it's automatic, sometimes it's like I have to initiate it. So, Ferrotaxis is important to all Cybertronians who long for a return to the Golden Age. It contains the principles of the Colonnade of Cybertron. It's like they're retconning a lot of stuff. I mean, it's already retconned the origin story, because there's no 13 primes in the cartoon, whereas now it's using the cartoon art style, but then it's utilizing the comics lore. Oh, there's no I had to press shift. Okay, so this Ferrotaxis sounds like the MacGuffin from Titan AE, which was like this machine or whatever that's supposed to help rebuild human society by like pretty much terraforming whatever, like creating a new planet and then like populating it with like earth organisms. Yeah, Titan AE is a pretty like obscure movie now, but I really like the concept of it. I feel like the concept really works in tandem with like a Transformers kind of aesthetic to it. Alright, so Teletran Alpha. Teletran Alpha is the original computer in the Teletran series, first of its kind. It had a perfect operational record. Never been a record of Teletran Alpha having made a mistake. Any mistakes made in which Teletran Alpha was involved has always been attributed to Cybertronian error, of course. However, no Teletran since the Alpha has managed to maintain that level of integrity. Teletran Alpha may have been the crowning achievement of the Golden Age, and every subsequent Teletran has lacked pieces of lost technology that were part of the Alpha's core makeup. While the Teletran series continues to this day, making very few errors, they're somewhat diminished from the original. So this is new, because in the cartoon, they only had like Teletran 1, so that was assumed to be the original AI, but it was like, I don't think there was ever a Teletran 2, because Teletran was just the AI of the Ark, which is the Autobot ship. So I guess this is just, I guess it's kind of building on it. It doesn't really retcon anything from the cartoon. How did Megatron know about the Proud Star? It is apparent that neither Megatron nor his Decepticon lieutenants knew for certain what was happening to the city, nor what lies beneath it. However, Megatron's memory of the Golden Age is clearer than most Cybertronians, so it appears that he suspected that plasma energy was one of the causes of the city's destruction. Okay, this is obviously right here, it does not follow the original cartoon, because OG Megatron was kinda half-witted at some points, because like, the characters were very childish, they didn't really have any like seriousness to it, like even like the backstory of how Megatron met Optimus is like, Megatron just popped out of nowhere and he just started like killing Cybertronians left and right to like conquer Cybertron and stuff. Well, I mean, it kind of does work with the cartoon version of Megatron, because he has no idea what it is, but he wants it. That's all there is to him. The Golden Age, again, that kind of was a thing in the cartoon, but they never really fleshed it out. Is Megatron correct that the Proud Star was underneath Earth's surface? Megatron's suspicions were confirmed. The ship he now controls is indeed the Proud Star of legend. Commentary. It must be a perverse kind of joy that Megatron now feels, knowing that the instrument of Earth's destruction was an Autobot invention and Autobot mission. Starscream's constant annoyance with Megatron appears to be heightened as his tension with his fellow Seekers, Thundercracker, and Skywarp appears the recent rise in tension surrounds the search for the plasma core. Starscream is perhaps feeling that he is being underused, and Thundercracker is feeling that plasma energy is too dangerous. It's likely that Starscream berate Thundercracker for his apparent cowardice while secretly fearing destruction himself by way of the plasma core. Yeah, that's pretty much in line with cartoon Starscream. Thundercracker is kind of weird here, because like he was never really the type to understand like, this thing is too dangerous, we can't have it. Thundercracker was just like, he just follows whatever Starscream or Megatron does. All wise and all powerful Megatron has deemed me, Starscream, as the bot appointed to carry the plasma core. Bah, that is a job for a lackey like Blitzwing or that coward Thundercracker. When I rule the Decepticons, tasks such as delivery bot will be relegated to those bots who are not suited for combat and leadership. Such a waste of my skills cannot long be tolerated. So are some of these like personal diaries? We have queries, we got observations, and then we have an audio recording, but it's like, it's not really labeled in a way to... Yeah. Shockwave. Oh, so Shockwave gets introduced in text? You don't even see him? Shockwave is in the caretaker of Cybertron ever since Megatron departed, chased Optimus Prime across the stars. Unending loyalty, both Megatron and logic means that his voice rarely wavers, not because he does not know the excitement of fear, but because his convictions are unshakable. Nothing catches Shockwave off guard, and therefore he is often underestimated. Of all Decepticons, he may be the most dangerous after Megatron himself. Yeah, that pretty much follows the cartoon version of him. Although he didn't really show up in the cartoon all that much, but every time he does, like, this pretty much sums him up. Proud Star. I am excited for the scientific discoveries and explorations that are coming from our mission, but I would be dishonest with myself if I said that I wasn't getting caught up in Nova Prime's mission. Maybe it's how he carries himself, but the sheer idealism and hope that emanates from that bot is profound. He truly is the best of us. I'm just a scientist, but he truly believes in the spark of Cybertron and carrying a torch from the well of the Allspark from planet to planet. He believes that our accomplishments, both as a species and as a society, are worthy of taking to the stars to share with others. It makes my science seem insignificant against a mission with that much pride and legacy wrapped up in it. Who knows, maybe I'll convert and call myself an Autobot one day. This kind of explains the colonies, because the movie, the original 1984 movie, or 1987 movie, it introduced the concept of Cybertronians having colonized other planets. So this really explains that, because all of a sudden, like, the Transformers are like visiting these other planets that are also like a race of robots. So, but the cartoon didn't really clarify as to when this happened, because like there was a golden age on Cybertron, which is, I guess, takes place after they kicked the Quintessons off their own planet. So the golden age was a thing in the original cartoon, and then there were other planets that were like Cybertron, but they weren't. So having it be like the Proud Star being like a colonization kind of starship, that pretty much explains that. But again, there wasn't any concept of primes in the original cartoon, so I'm still confused as to where Nova Prime fits into all this, because the comics, when they introduced the idea of Prime as a title, Nova Prime was like kind of like the first kind of leadership Prime, because you had the 13 Primes, and then you have Prima, who was like the leader of the original 13 Primes. He passed the matrix of leadership to Nova Prime, and then Nova Prime, it became Zeta Prime, and then Sentinel Prime, and then Optimus Prime. So the comic books introduced like the line of primes, and the whole concept of primes, basically, which retcons the cartoon. And so I'm trying to understand, like, it looks like they're trying to fit this into the lore of the cartoon, but it kind of retcons some stuff at the same time. Oh, am I missing? Yeah, it looks like I'm missing one. Proud Star 3. Our journey grows ever longer. The search for planets that are both uninhabited and have enough base material to cyberform is long and difficult one. None of us will talk about it, but we can all feel it. The further from Cybertron we get, the darker our thoughts become. The crew is turning on itself. For my part, I know they're after my science. I've locked them all out, except for the ones I need for my experiments. I can't fathom why they don't volunteer for my work. Don't they understand it's for science? Don't they understand that there's sacrifices for the greater good? Despite the fact that all my equipment can't detect another ship or life form out there, I'm convinced there is a will infringing upon our sparks. Not just a will, but a consciousness. Whatever it is, we are less than Insecticons to it, and I fear that all our good work seeding worlds will come undone and we can't find a way to reverse its effects. Nova Prime is the only one who sees what we're doing for what it is. Cybertron must survive. All other considerations are irrelevant. We will succeed no matter the cost. Okay, so there's no voice playback for that. So I'm kind of curious who this scientist is. Jaxus? Because I think that was... Yeah, some of these have voice playbacks and some of them don't. So I'm guessing they ran out of time recording voice playbacks for all of these. Yeah, I'm missing Proud Star 2. I don't know where that file went. Okay, so it's talking about the different planets. Jaxus, Kranix. Okay, so it has come to this. Most of the crew has been infested with whatever has taken hold of Nova Prime. They have turned their back on our mission, and I am the last one. They know I will not allow them to cyberform any more inhabited worlds. They know I will try to stop them, even if it means scuttling the ship. But there is a way I might be able to survive. There is a shuttle. It can't take me back to Cybertron, but perhaps to one of the planets we have seeded. Perhaps I could live out the rest of my days in peace. The horror of what I've seen, the destructive power of both this ship and the planet we landed on. Nothing has been the same since we landed there. I have programmed the ship's navigation to crash the next time the Ferrotaxis is activated. I will attempt to escape if I can, but my odds are not good. This is it. We've come across a planet hardly worthy of us even attempting to cyberform. It will take too much energy to convert all that mud and rock and water to a planet Cybertronians can inhabit. But what's worse is there's life there. Plant life and what appears to be some kind of intelligent life. Not mechanical, but something else. It's glitch-inducing to look at, to be sure, but it doesn't mean it should be destroyed. My trap is set. When Nova Prime and the others fire up the Proud Star's cyberforming protocols, we'll launch into the planet's surface. This will only work if Jaxus doesn't find my hidden commands in Teletran Alpha's operating system. He's the only one smart enough to find them, but hopefully he will be too late and I'll be on a shuttle. I've chosen to try to make it back to Lithon. It should be formed by the time I arrived, and now was the last planet where I remember of us all feeling truly proud and happy. I could use that again. Oh no, the cyberforming protocols are enacted. I have to get to the ship. It's my only chance. Okay, so Jaxus is one of the scientists, and then Kranix is another Cybertronian. Okay, so their mission was to go to other planets to cyberform them for colonizations by the Cybertronians, which makes sense given what was introduced in the movie. And I still can't believe I missed one file. I mean, there wasn't really much in the ship to explore, so I don't know where I could have missed the file. I don't know, maybe I'll look up a guide or something, because I'm really curious about which file I missed. Okay, so in a way the story, it works with the original cartoon, but then given the fact that Nova Prime is a thing, it kinda doesn't. Well, I mean, it could, because the comics retconned a lot of things, so like some of the robots that were present when the Quintessons were, you know, building their line of robots, they went back and like gave some of them names, and one of them did happen to be renamed to Nova Prime when it was like an unknown random robot. This does seem to fit in line with the original cartoon, which is neat because it doesn't, so far it hasn't done anything to really retcon anything. It just helps to like flesh out what the cartoon introduced. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where this game goes. I don't know, should I go back and re-explore the Proud Star? Because that means I'm gonna have to redo Chapter 2. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, so each Transformer has their own, like the first, what was it, 6? Or, like these first abilities are like their special moves, and then they kind of follow the same pattern here. Okay, so each character does have their own set of moves. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna bother learning that. So yeah, it looks like my next move is to go to the bridge. Oh! I see another flag. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been able to find any more of those spy ops. I mean, now that I'm on scout mode, I'll probably put in the extra work to, yeah, to like find all the hidden collectibles, but we'll see. I'm not too happy with the tanking difficulty in scout mode, but now the game's a bit more tolerable to me. Still not really enjoying it because it's like, it's not giving me the amount of difficulty that I'm expecting, but now it's like, now it's dropping it too much. So that'll be all for now. I don't know if I'm just gonna like play a little until the next recording just to see if I can collect all the stuff I'm missing. So we'll see. Until next time, this is Zero Raptor signing off. Laters.